So please give a huge round of applause to my fellow MEP, June Mummery.
Please welcome to the stage, June Mummery.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Colchester! I'm June Mummery and I am incredibly proud to represent you as a Brexit Party MEP for the East of England. I want to share with you tonight my journey into politics. I guess I'm not what many people would call a professional politician, as I'm a working class girl from Lowestoft. My political journey started when I rolled up my sleeves and began fighting for the British fishing industry 8 years ago. For me, the fate of our brave fishermen epitomises everything wrong with Britain's membership of the EU. From over-regulation and increasing red tape to ill-thought-out rules and dwindling incomes from ever-tightening quota shares. The EU's Common Fisheries Policy, also known as the CFP, has been a disaster. However, the worst issue for our fishermen is not the dwindling quotas or even the bad rules. Instead, it's the fact that we, as a country, give away up to 80% of the fish that can be sustainably caught in British waters to EU fishermen. Is it any wonder the British fishermen feel bruised, belittled, and worst of all, totally betrayed? Well, I have a message for both the EU and the legacy parties who have been happy to sit back and watch our fishing industry slowly die. Those are our fish in our back garden and we want them back, like it or lump it. For too long, we in the UK have worn the crown of fishing in Europe, but thrown the diamonds and the rubies back into the sea for the EU's benefit. So if the government and the legacy parties won't secure our heritage, help to rebuild our coastal communities and reclaim our fishing grounds, then the Brexit Party will. And please don't think for a second that the British fishing industry is safe in the hands of Boris Johnson. If he gets his way and pushes through Mrs May's deal without the backstop, our seas will still belong to Europe. Our fishing industry will still be dictated by the CFP. We will keep throwing away good fish, and hundreds of small-scale fishing businesses will go to the wall. In my experience, people only want a few things from life. We all hope for a chance of a good education, to fall in love, build a home life and raise a family. However, we also would like the opportunity to work, develop a career and be proud of what we do. But look around many coastal communities today and tell me how many opportunities you see. Once, not so long ago, jobs around the coastline of Britain were plentiful, as was people's pride in where they lived and worked. Today, many of the jobs are gone and so are the opportunities that came with them. Did you know that for every job at sea, it takes 8 people working on land to make this possible? Now take a moment to think about what is needed to put a boat to sea and what happens to a catch when it returns to shore. Just think of the number of highly skilled jobs that would be created in shipbuilding if we reclaim our fishing grounds, not just in terms of fishing boats, but also support and patrol vessels. From engineers, welders, platers in shipyards, to net makers, provisioners, merchants, crew, dock workers, fish processors, the list of opportunities just go on and on. And these are not low-skilled paid jobs, as some MPs in former fishing communities would have you believe. These are highly skilled professions that not only provide valuable employment, but also give people that all-important pride in their work. Today, many former fishing communities around the UK are crippled with social problems caused in the main by a lack of money, a lack of work, and a lack of opportunity. Even smaller towns such as West Mersey and Brightlingsea, just down the road from here, could benefit greatly through the creation of new opportunities for young people. By simply taking back what is ours and providing opportunities, many of these communities would thrive once more. So when people ask me why I devoted myself to fighting for the fishing industry, the answer is simple. It's a way of bringing back the pride to our coastal communities and to an industry that has fed this country for thousands of years. That is my reason, my mission and my goal. So join me in changing politics for good and bringing back our fishing industry. Industry betrayed to the EU, make it the first industry that we claim back.